Welcome into this week's Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Weekly Recap. We're going to be going over the top Duel Monsters GX and sealed sales of the past week. Let's get right into it. For the Duel Monsters era, number 10. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Dark Magician in PSA 8. That's a pop 90, selling for $1,030. Now that's a 62% decrease from its all-time high of $2,700 back in February of 2021. Number 9. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the base rare First Edition Pot of Greed in PSA 10. Now that one's a pop 42, selling for $1,047. And this one's a 51% decrease from its all-time high of $2,142 back in July of 2020. Now we did have a sale of this show up on eBay in February of this year, going for $6,000, but I'm thinking maybe that sale wasn't legit, as it's not listed on the current PSA website, and also the sale is just way too high compared to other recent comps. Number 8. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the ultra rare First Edition Red Eyes Black Dragon. In PSA 8, it's a pop 58, selling for $1,700. Now this one's only a 23% decrease from its all-time high of $2,200 back in April of 2021. I say only a 23% decrease because quite a bit of the market, especially in PSA 8, is down a lot more than that. Now, this one was a best offer sale, and as I said, it's a surprisingly small price decrease for a PSA 8. Number 7. From the set Magician's Force, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Dark Magician Girl in PSA 8. That's a pop 140, selling for $1,999. That one's a 39% decrease from its all-time high of $3,300 back in July of 2022. Now, it's interesting to see this many PSA 8s selling in the top 10 this week. Number 6. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the base rare First Edition Pot of Greed, once again, in PSA 10, a pop 42, selling for $2,465. Now, if you exclude that $6,000 sale, this one's actually a new all-time high, an increase of 15% from its previous all-time high of $2,142 back in July of 2020. Number 5. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the ultra rare First Edition Blue Eyes White Dragon in PSA 8. That's a pop 81, selling for $2,780. This one's a 65% decrease from its all-time high of $7,878 back in November of 2020. You've got to feel bad for whoever bought in at nearly $8,000 on a PSA 8 of this card. Seems unlikely it'll ever reach that value in the near future again. Number 4. From the set Invasion of Chaos, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. This one's a PSA 10, pop 59, selling for $3,000. We actually haven't seen a sale of this card in PSA 10 in quite a while, so this is a new all-time high, 294% increase from its previous all-time high of $761 back in January of 2019. Now, a PSA 9 has sold recently for $1,000, so the PSA 10 was due for a new all-time high sale. Number 3. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the ultra rare First Edition Blue Eyes White Dragon in PSA 9. That's a pop 168, selling for $4,600. Now, this one's a 73% decrease from its all-time high of $17,100 back in February of 2021. We've seen lots of PSA 9 Blue Eyes selling recently for prices ranging from 3.7K all the way up to 7.5K. Number 2. From the set Pharaoh's Servant, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Jinzo. In PSA 10, that's a pop 69, selling for $6,500. Now, that's a 22% decrease from its all-time high of $8,295 back in November of 2021. Now, this one was sold as a best offer, and I have to mention a comment from one of the viewers of this channel, Leaky Sneaky. He mentioned last week that both of the Jinzo sales were actually void because the buyers didn't pay within the allotted time. I'll pop the comment up on the screen so you guys can see what he said, but he did mention here that we would be seeing this sale this week for $6,500. Cool to have some insight from a viewer of the channel, so big thanks to Leaky Sneaky. Number 1. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the ultra rare First Edition Dark Magician in Asian English in PSA 10. That's a pop 16, selling for $17,960. Now, that's a new all-time high, a 394% increase from its previous all-time high of $3,639 back in December of 2020. Now, you might remember from last month, on February 14th, this exact same card sold. I looked up the PSA certification number to verify that it was indeed the exact same card. So I'm wondering if the buyer the first time around backed out of the sale and didn't pay. Hopefully it actually went through this time and we won't see this card pop up again next month. Before we get into the top 10 GX era sales, I'd like to announce this video's giveaway. I'll be giving away a Metal Raiders Horn of Heaven and an Ultimate Rare Nitro unit to one of my subscribers who likes this video and comments down below letting me know your favorite card from this week's list. Now on to the top 10 GX era sales from the past week. Number 10. From the set Strike of Neos, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Grandmaster of the Sixth Samurai. In PSA 8, that's only a pop 3, selling for $144. Now, we've had no prior sales of this card in PSA 8, so this is a new all-time high, at least in terms of what's listed on the PSA website. Number 9. From the set Flaming Eternity, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition A Feather of the Phoenix. In PSA 9, that's just a pop 2, selling for $310. Now, this one's also an all-time high, as there's no prior sales listed on the PSA website in PSA 9. Number 8. From the set Gladiator's Assault, we have the Ghost Rare First Edition Elemental Hero Chaos Neos in PSA 8. That's a pop 28, selling for $400. Now, this one's just an 11% decrease from its all-time high of $447. That was back in June of 2020. Number 7. From the set Cybernetic Revolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Miracle Fusion in PSA 9. That's a pop 4, selling for $475. None of those 4 copies have sold in the past, so this is a new all-time high sale for this card. Number 6. From the set Phantom Darkness, we have the Ghost Rare First Edition Rainbow Neos. That's a PSA 9, pop 48, selling for $594. This one's a 28% decrease from its all-time high of $825 back in March of 2021. The sale was also a best offer. Number 5. From the set Cybernetic Revolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Cyber Dragon. In PSA 8, it's a pop 13, selling for $710. We've had no prior sales of a PSA 8 listed on the PSA website. Number 4. From the set Power of the Duelist, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Destiny Hero Dasher in PSA 10. That one's a pop 15, selling for $750. Now, this is actually a new all-time high, a 12% increase from its previous all-time high of $670 back in November of 2021. Now, this one also sold as a best offer. Number 3. From the set Gladiator's Assault, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Silent Doom in PSA 9. That's a pop 4, selling for $1,400. Now, I find this one quite funny. The only previous sale of a PSA 9 was for $5 back in 2018. So this is a 27,900% increase from that previous all-time high. This also sold as a best offer. Number 2. From the set Cybernetic Revolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Cyber End Dragon. Now, this one's a BGS 9. The PSA population of a 9 is 29. And this one sold for $1,520. That's only a 37% decrease from its all-time high of $2,425 back in May of 2021. Number 1. From the set Gladiator's Assault, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Magic Formula. That's a PSA 10, super hard to find these cards. A pop 8, selling for $4,012. Now, this one hasn't been for sale in a while. Last sale was in 2017. So this is a 305% increase from its previous all-time high of $990. Great way to end out the list on a new all-time high sale. Before we get into the top sealed sales of the past week, I'd just like to mention that I do these Yu-Gi-Oh market recaps every week. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing to keep up with trends in the vintage Yu-Gi-Oh market. And whether you're a long-term subscriber or you just subscribed today, don't forget to enter today's giveaway by liking this video and commenting below letting me know your favorite card from this week's list. Now on to the top sealed sales of the past week. Number 7, we have a first edition box of Rise of Destiny selling for $1,100. Number 6, we have a first edition box of Legacy of Darkness selling for $2,349. Number 5, we have an unlimited box of Legend of Blue Eyes selling for $2,365. Number 4, we have an unlimited box of Legend of Blue Eyes once again, this one selling for $2,550. Number 3, we have a combination Starter Deck Yugi and Joey, first edition, this one selling for $2,681. Number 2, we have a first edition Starter Deck Kaiba Asian English, selling for $2,708. Number 1, we have a Starter Deck Yugi first edition, selling for $2,800. That's all for this week's Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh Market Watch.